Hello, everybody. My name is Vinay. I'm the founder and president of We Are Listening.
Hi, you guys. My name is Antoinette. I am a mentor and a co-founder here. We are listening.
Hey, it's Cassandra here, one of the directors and mentors for We Are Listening.
Welcome, 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 y'all. Welcome to our vlog tonight. So, guys, what are we talking about today?
I don't know. What are we talking about?
I think we're talking about celebrities and the idolization of celebrities.
Ah,
Before we start, has
Bingo!
anybody ever told y'all look like a celebrity?
Mary J.
You get married? Okay,
Beyonce.
okay. I was gonna
I
say I see Beyonce.
I
Uh-oh,
was
uh-oh.
I don't know that she's a celebrity, but she was a reality star. You know, Rev Run's wife. People said that I look like Reverend Run's wife.
What's her name? Janine?
Oh,
Justine.
No, I I know the J name. Yeah, okay, yeah.
yeah.
See a little fun
Okay,
fronting. Yes.
okay. And
And
Cass, we already
I don't
know.
see it.
Cass.
I don't see
I've been telling her
I
that for
don't see it.
years.
But I keep getting to Raji P. Henson.
That's you.
I'm not mad at it because she's beautiful, but I
Right.
don't see it.
They're all
But
beautiful, all beautiful.
I'm gonna go. They're beautiful, but we don't idolize them. They're regular people, but there is this. I'm gonna say it's new because people have always put celebrities on a pedestal.
Oh
Yes, yes.
yeah,
I just
absolutely.
think it's different now because there's this parasocial relationship that people have because of Twitter and Instagram and TikTok. They feel like, well, no, I know those celebrities. I'm just
Yes.
followers.
Yeah.
I know they. So there's this weird relationship that people develop with celebrities nowadays.
Right.
What do
Yeah.
y'all think?
And we got to throw in influencers. Influencers too now.
Yes.
Influencers used to be small back in the day, like they weren't a big deal. But
Hmm.
now they're big up too. Like
Oh
people
yeah.
idolize them as well. But the crazy
Influencers.
part is just like you said, Cass, it's the social media that's really, really exposed and made this thing. I heard that it's called a celebrity worship syndrome. Have y'all heard of that?
No, but it sounds about right.
No.
Yes, it's a worship. And you know what? It becomes biased and one-sided. Like you see this life in front of you, right? And they're living there. Of course, they're showing all the good things. They're not going to show bad things, right?
Mhm.
So you idolize this visual and this view of a person in their life, and then social media lets you go into their homes, see all the closets filled with shoes and bags. The cars are filled with all these different Maseratis, and you
But
got
it
people
goes beyond
idolizing.
that
Wait,
too, though.
Benet, do you remember the TV show MTV Cribs?
Yes.
Yes.
And do you know that half of those homes weren't even the celebrity's actual home?
Were they
Ranking
rented?
them or something. I think so.
So again, you
Was that
are
a she?
looking at
Bless
this
you.
person going, "Oh my God, look at this huge house! Look at this bedroom that's as big as three rooms in my house," and it's not even theirs. So you
Look,
are
we're gonna say
idolizing.
allegedly to protect ourselves.
Allegedly. Right.
Because
They
I
gonna say
never
allegedly.
know. But I get it. No, and then like
I mean,
another thing, like I'll never forget how with the celebrities and they be going live, and then the people feel like they have this relationship. So like I'll talk about one of my homegirls. I said one of my homegirls in my mind, Cardi B.
See? You have a relationship with them.
I do,
parasocial
but I thought,
relationship.
but I feel like if I met Cardi B in real life, like we would vibe. She's a vibe. But like so many people, when she was going through her own personal stuff, because they were so invested in her, there was like all this hate towards her ex and all this stuff. So it's like people get like beyond obsessed. Like it gets
Yeah.
scary how they take it from being a what do they call it, a Twitter thug, a thumb. If there's a anyways, to real life.
A
And
keyboard
that's what becomes
warrior.
scary.
Yeah. And
Keyboard
I
warrior,
think
yes.
on a serious note, since our young ladies watch us, the biggest issue with the idolization of celebrities is a diminishing self-worth. So
Mhm.
you're watching these celebrities, you want to live their life, you're trying to live up to what you think they are, and you're trying to emulate that and try to be that. But meanwhile, you're struggling with your, body image, you're struggling with your self-esteem, your confidence, because you're trying to live up to something that you're seeing on social media. And that's the biggest thing.
That's not real.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly,
And
because they're
nowadays
doing all the work
they have,
already. They
yes,
got shots and surgeries
Yes.
and
and there's
personal trainers
AI,
and
there's
personal chefs.
Photoshop.
It's not real. So they're getting this false sense of, oh, I need to look like this and this is the way I need to be because this is how this person looks and that person looks,
Mm-hmm.
and it's detrimental to
That's
their mental
that's
health.
not how they look.
No.
That's
No.
they
And
they
some of them are
Photoshop.
pretty
Now
in
they
person.
have AI influencers,
Yeah.
which you can't compete with someone that doesn't actually exist.
Right. Or
It is an
what you're
AI
seeing in
image.
AI, everything is, just not even that person. That person is the person's in the visual, but everything about them is not who they really are.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it breaks my heart.
So
And
you
this
just
is
have
how
to be,
serious it is that every time I hear of a person that dies because they're trying to get their bodies done, to look a certain way. It's really sad. And we have to start to love ourselves for who we are, like we did pre social
yeah,
media,
Hmm.
and not be influenced by what we think other people are, how we think other people are living. And, it's one thing to love music and love sound and want to see your favorite artists, in concert. But it's another thing when you're trying to live their life and you're going broke trying to buy the things that they're getting for free because brands give
hmm
them all this stuff for free so they can post it so you can go buy it and you don't even have the money like that.
Yeah. And that's the hard thing as a parent of daughters. I was lucky that they kind of like just barely got beyond that stage when it started getting really big. But as a mentor, speaking to some of our mentees and having to navigate those conversations, um, it's definitely an issue, and you can tell by the work that we do.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And it's harder in this generation to step away. We had magazines. You took the magazine away, you're done. Now it's on your phone, it's in your hand. You can't get away from it.
Mm-hmm.
You get sucked down a rabbit hole and you're just looking, and the algorithm feeds whatever you give it. So the more you
Absolutely.
look at these influencers and these celebrities and these, you know, flat tummy tea ads, that's all you start to see on
Right.
your feed. So
Hmm.
it's this
Yes.
unending, never ending cycle of the things that slowly chip away at your self esteem, your self worth. So you really have to curate your feed. I actually, every once in a while, go through my following and go, why was I following you again?
Yeah.
Unfollow, unfollow.
Yeah.
You have to do that.
Oh, so that
Spring
was you that
cleaning. Just,
unfollowed me?
I'm glad to do.
You got
But
sick of
yeah,
me?
Never,
like with the
never.
influencers, it's a good point because everyone's looking for that moment of fame, and so then you have these young ladies that will just go about doing the most extreme things, like cutting their hair. I mean, just doing the most things that you're like, why would you even do that? Because they want the same notoriety as their favorite content creator or their, what's the other word, influencer.
Yeah.
That they go about doing all this stuff. My question is though, like, how do we combat that? How do we combat that? Like, I know that for us, we are listening. That's what we do. We mentor young ladies. We have a whole self-esteem workshop. Um, but as a community, as a whole, what can be done? What do you think?
I think
I
social
think you
media.
have to have a life outside of social media.
Mhm.
Hmm.
You have to, if you're in school, join clubs, do things. Like, you have to realize that at some social media is not real. Like Vinay said, people have a well curated life on social media.
Mhm.
They show their highlight reels. Everything is great. The latest vacation, the latest cruise, the latest purchase. But on their everyday life, they could be miserable and sad.
Mhm.
So you have to realize that that is curated. Get outside, hang out with your friends, go to a concert, go to a play,
Come
like
on.
do something
Yeah.
that separates you from the electronics that's just feeding, this unending need you have for validation from people you don't even know.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
you're chasing that. Oh, I got to like today. I got to follow. From
It,
who?
Right.
I remember I couldn't wait to go outside when I was younger. I wanted to
Yeah.
go outside. I didn't want to be cooped
What?
up in the house.
Listen,
Yeah.
Now they're
our
just like
parents used to
the
tell us go
blues.
outside.
Yeah.
Now
And that was
they're
We
just
also
were outside so
considering.
much they had a commercial. Do you know where your children are? It's 10 p.m. Do you know where your kids are? Because we
Yep.
were outside.
Yes.
yeah.
And we weren't trying to, when we thought our problems were big, like today they're so much bigger. I remember us talking about magazines.
Astronomical.
Think about 10 years ago. We Are Listening has been in business for over 10 years now. And just think about 10 years ago when we were talking about magazines being a problem.
Right.
And,
Yeah,
body image based on magazines. Now that's very rare now because everything is social
that's
media.
old
But what
school.
I ended up doing, because I feel like, just like y'all was saying, that I spend so much time on social media and your algorithm is curated a certain way. You don't get to see things that you used to see in a magazine. You don't get a
Mhm.
chance to sit and look at the page in Allure that says what were the top winners of mascara and lipstick, and you just don't see those things. Everything is somebody trying to sell something constantly, constantly, constantly. That I went back to buying magazines. That's why I picked it up
Mhm.
to show y'all. That's what I was doing today. I was looking at a magazine, and I feel like going back to how things used to be, because we're
Yeah.
losing. I just feel like we're losing sight of just normal life, like normalcy. Like there is just no normalcy.
Every time an ad pops up, I report it because I'm like, don't give me ads. I
I
report it. I
I
don't want to
think
see
that there's
ads.
a whole correlation though. Like, so you have the social media and then you get isolated. You get isolated, you start following these celebrities, and then they become in your mind like your friends. And then that
Hmm.
it is an addiction. It's a proven addiction, that social media, because the algorithm is constantly feeding you. And then it turns into something ugly, like the whole situation with, Rihanna and that young lady allegedly shooting at her home. It's like it reminded me of the movie. What was that movie back in the day? The Bodyguard with
Hmm.
Whitney Houston
Yeah.
and Kevin Costner.
Yeah.
So it's something that's always happened, but just not to the degree
Right.
that it is now. In my mind, I feel like they're going to, in a couple of years, we're going to see those commercials. Did you used to watch, or did you used to go on this app? Did you used to? Because there's going to be so many things about just the way I think it just reprograms your brain. You can't convince me with all the TV time, all the screen time that these kids have, that there's not going to be some sort of mental illness or
Yeah.
something. It's
It's a
just,
dopamine. It's
Yeah.
a dopamine hit
Yeah.
yeah,
that you get
yeah.
from just the blue light on your screen. It feeds something.
I have a question for y'all. How many have y'all
We
ever?
have an answer.
Have you ever? And I already know the answer, but have y'all airbrushed yourselves before? You've never airbrushed yourself on a picture?
I haven't
Mm-mm.
airbrushed myself on a picture, but I've used filters and I stopped myself. So like I enjoy using the Snapchat when taking pictures, and I realize now the reason I like them is because the Snapchat camera automatically put a camera on there. So I had to force myself to say no, because I didn't want to look at my picture naturally and then think that there was something wrong with it just because it wasn't filtered.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've
I've
definitely
done
used
the
filters
I've
before.
done the
I hate to
obviously
use
fake
a hairbrush.
filters,
And when
but
with the filter isn't with the filter is an airbrush. That's what. So even if you're using Snapchat, it's airbrushing your photo to change your features, to clean your skin clean, to chisel you a little more, or whatever.
yeah, I have a friend who doesn't take photos without a filter. I said, I'm gonna need you to start.
I
Like,
I honestly
you're
do think
fine.
that the phone photos, you look different in a phone photo than you do without, if you're not taking a picture. I think the phone photos really what do you what's the right word for it? It shows your face more than
Accentuate.
what it normally looks like. So I think that it's programmed to do that so you can use all those filters. Because a lot of times when you look at a person, they don't look like they look in a selfie, an unairbrushed selfie.
Hmm.
It just pulls out everything in your face, so it makes you wanna, airbrush yourself. Our pictures back in the day didn't do that
Right.
from camera, the cameras and stuff like
Right. Yeah. So, I think that we all, anyone that's watching as a community, we have to be vigilant and being intentional about putting that screen down. Um, Find somebody in your community, somebody in your family. I'm not even going to say to idolize, but to admire and to look up to. Your hero or the person that you're idolizing doesn't always have to be, and that shouldn't be someone that you don't even know will never know.
that. Right,
you
Mm-hmm.
know Look for someone that can truly impact you, whether it's a teacher at school or your church or a coach or someone of that nature.
right.
um, get outside more, hang out with your friends. When you go out to lunch, put your phone down, disconnect to connect, I used to say to my kids. And then sometimes I would do it and they would throw it back at me, disconnect to connect, mom. They're like, I know, but that's how addictive it is because it's just always there. Like, I can walk out the door and forget my keys, but have my phone in my hand. That's how programmed I am not to leave my phone.
Right.
I have to like tell myself I'm going to put my phone down.
Yeah.
Um,
I
so
think that's one of the ways to start to eliminate this, idolizing celebrities. It's not that you can't watch them, but everything has a limit, and you can,
Yeah.
like I said, love their acting, love their, music, but don't put them on this pedestal. And you need
yeah,
to, focus on your life. You're focusing on other people's life. You have to focus on your life and get yourself where you want to be in your life. Don't forget to strive for your goals because you're so consumed with social media and celebrities. And we've learned, I know a lot of us over the past couple of years, that the celebrities are not who we think they are. And a lot of celebrities turn out to be not good people. So we can't idolize people that we don't know. We could love their
yeah,
music, we could love their sound, we could love, their acting in the movies they're in, but we
yeah.
can't idolize them.
You
That
can
just
appreciate the art, but they're human just like us. They bleed like we do. They go to sleep, wake up with a crick in their neck like we do.
yeah,
Like, they're no different than us. So why put them up there on that pedestal?
right.
Don't do it.
And some people go to bat for celebrities, like they know them personally, and
I
you
used to
can't
do
do
that.
that. You
I,
guilty.
I'm so guilty, and I
Okay.
and I will still argue with somebody. Like, don't tell me Mary J. Blige can't sing because I'm like, what do you mean? I'll be squaring up. So I
Yeah.
get it, but you have to learn to just kind of be playful with it and understand. Again, that person is human just like you.
So, what are the
Yeah.
tips that we're telling the young people today? Not to idolize, don't idolize celebrities and influencers.
Yeah,
Remember
They
that
are
not
human.
real. Most of the time, it's their job. They have an image that their PR team tells them they have to portray. They have to carry themselves a certain way, even if it's not really who they are. And a lot of times it's not. Don't idolize.
yeah,
Concentrate on your own life and, concentrate on what you want to be.
they're not perfect. Get
Yeah.
outside, get with real. Meet the hero in your neighborhood, because I
Yeah,
guarantee you there is one
I like that.
locally. Meet that
Yeah.
person.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
if you don't know
Put the
one, you
phones
become
down.
her.
Put the phones down
The
and
Put the
phones
love
down.
phones down. One
yourself.
of my best weekends I went to something called silent camp. So we couldn't be on our phones. So we were signing all weekend. And when you're signing, you have to use your hands and you're making eye contact with the person. I didn't touch my phone practically the whole weekend. And I felt so light because I wasn't scrolling, doom scrolling, what's going on now? So just disconnect, put the phone down, connect with yourself,
Yeah.
connect with your friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All
All
right.
right.
Well, I love
So,
that advice. And we just, thank you guys for watching. We're
as
always
always,
trying to share
Yes.
information, trying to make you feel good about yourself and
yeah.
raise your self esteem and confidence. And these topics we discuss most of the time is to do that. We know how
Mm-hmm.
detrimental a lot of, the social media and, other topics are to your self esteem. etc. So we just want to say thanks for watching, and we will be back with another vlog for you guys. If you have any
Yeah.
questions or you want to reach out to us, we're mentors. We mentor girls 13 to 22. You can go on our website and register there, or you can send us a message on social media. You can reach us any way you need to. Thanks so
All
much.
All
right.
right.
Bye.
Bye.